Good morning, Cibolo Creek Elementary, CCS community, and veterans. Today is Veterans Day. Veterans Day is a holiday we celebrate to show thanks for our veterans. Veterans are men and women who served in the armed forces in our country. This means that they are part of the U.S. military. Veterans include those who were in the Army, Navy, Coast Guard, Air Force, or Marines. It takes bravery and honor to serve in the U.S. military. Many people in our military need to travel far from their families for long periods of time. They miss holidays, birthdays, and special family events. The members of our military also risk their lives as their work is very dangerous. They do it because they know that their job is important to keeping our country safe. Veterans Day is celebrated on November 11th. The reason it is celebrated on the 11th is because fighting in World War I ended on the 11th day of the 11th month at the 11th hour. It is important that we pause on November 11th each year to learn about Veterans Day and to participate in celebrations recognizing our service members. The lessons that will be shared this morning will be taught through American traditions, songs, interviews, and examples. Throughout the ceremony, think about how our veterans demonstrate our three guiding principles: to always be ready, respectful, and responsible. Think also about the importance of our servicemen and women as you listen and learn throughout this presentation. What would our nation be like without these honorable individuals?
Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance to the American flag.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please remain standing for the pledge to the Texas flag.
Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to the Texas, one state under God, one and indivisible.
Now pause for a moment of silence.
Please stand while the fifth graders sing the national anthem. Now let's find out what Veterans Day means to you.
Veterans Day is a day where we honor the people that put their life at risk for us.
Veterans Day is a day we respect those men and women who have fought for our freedom.
Veterans Day is a day that we honor people, veterans that have served in our community and have gone on foreign land and fought.
Today we celebrate the people that were in the military. I honor the military today. Thank you, veterans, for your sacrifices. Today I celebrate the bravery of all veterans. Thank you, Dad, for saving me. Veterans Day honors all those who have served our country in war or peace.
Today I honor veterans. Thank you for your service.
Thank you, military, for your bravery.
Thank you, military, for everything you do for us.
On Veterans Day, we thank you for your service. Now our third graders will sing Americans Weep.
Welcome Lieutenant Colonel Jonathan Simmons.
Hello, Cibolo Cubs. It's Mrs. Simmons, and I'm here today with a very special guest. I would like to introduce you to Lieutenant Colonel Kurt Simmons, and this is my husband, and he has been active duty for 25 years. So I have a few questions that I want to ask Colonel Simmons, and so listen up. First off, we want to know, Colonel Simmons, what made you want to join the military?
Well, when I was young, both of my parents worked at the local military base where I grew up in Virginia. So I was always around the military. and I thought it would be a great opportunity. And when I went in college at Virginia Tech, I joined the ROTC program and was selected to go on active duty at that time.
Okay. So what are a few places that you've gotten to visit because of the military?
Well, I've been overseas quite a bit. My first duty station was in South Korea. I was there for a year, but I've also been to Albania and Kosovo. I did that for a short period of time. I spent some time in the Philippines as well as Indonesia. But of course, I've been in Iraq twice. I did almost 27 months of duty in Iraq.
Okay, very interesting. So what else would you tell us as far as some rewarding things that you have done for the military?
Well, beyond just having fun and doing lots of interesting things like jumping out of airplanes or riding around in big armored vehicles, those are always the fun things. The Army did send me through a lot of education, so I have been in schools for pretty much my entire career. Most recently, the Army sent me to get my PhD. That was part of a strategist program, but the point is that the Army always values education, and they always want you to continue your education. And so for all of your students who are interested in perhaps going into the military one day, education never stops.
Okay, love to hear that. Okay, and here's the last question. What have been some of the challenges you faced while being in the military?
Well, I think the biggest challenge is, beyond some of the physical things that we have to do, even though those are fun, the biggest challenges are being away from family. So obviously Mrs. Simmons is my wife, and we have two daughters, Rachel and Lillian, and I had to spend a lot of time away from them, particularly when they were very young, and that was very difficult. But that's like most service members. Most of us have to spend time away from our families to do the job that we're paid to do and that we volunteer to do. That's the most important thing, is that we volunteer to do these jobs. But being away from family is the biggest challenge.
Okay. Well, thank you, Colonel Simmons, for being with us today. Cubs, I want you to make sure you thank a veteran if you see one. If you see Mr. Simmons on campus when we start allowing visitors, make sure you tell him hello and tell him thank you for his service. Have a great day.
We will honor our veterans from our CCES family.